Hey guys, welcome to my page. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Khanyi and today I want to give you 5 tips for following up with your prospects. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know if this is a subject that will help you. I know follow up is a very important skill in network marketing. Every network marketer needs to develop the skill of follow up, okay, so that they can sign up more customers and more team members into their business. So I'm gonna give you 5 tips in terms of how to go about follow up, right? This is gonna benefit you if, for example, you struggle with that, with follow up, or you maybe you actually it's not part of your process. Maybe it's not something that you do in your process when you're building a business. So if you have not met me, what's happening? If you have not met me, my name is Khanyi Samhlongo. I'm the founder of this page, Khanyi Samhlongo, and www.khanyisamhlongo.com. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a network marketer. I am very passionate about health and wellness. I've partnered with a health and wellness company to build my business, and I'm passionate about using social media to build my business. Therefore, I coach network marketers how to use social media to build their businesses. Okay, so follow up. Let's talk about follow up. How many people know that follow up is very, very, very important? Now, when I started, I used to think that people, you just show them the opportunity and then they will come back to you, right? I used to wait for them to come back to me. I honestly did not understand that I still need to follow up with those people. How many people can relate to that? How many people maybe are scared to follow up? Some of the reasons why people do not follow up, it's also fear to follow up in terms of what is the prospect going to say? What if I don't like what they're saying? And what if they say no? That is also another fear for follow up. Let me know if you can relate to this topic and become part of the conversation. So, but today I'm going to give you 5 tips. I see some likes. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to talk to you about 5 tips to effectively following up. The first tip that you want to take into consideration is to follow up with posture, right? Is to have the right posture when you follow up. Now, when you follow up, this is really not the time to be scared, to be doubtful, to be timid. Basically, this is where you want to follow up with confidence, remembering that you have a solution for to help people. Whether it's your product, whether it's your business opportunity, you want to follow up with posture. Okay, I've got Cindy here. She says she can relate. It's definitely a huge challenge in business. Okay, thank you, Cindy, for that comment. And I see the emoji. No need for that. We all go through that. I think the challenge is just to learn how to be able to move forward, right? So you want to follow up with posture. Now, you must also remember that your prospect has already said yes a couple of times. When you invited them to come see the opportunity, they said yes, and then they showed up to see the opportunity, and then they've already said yes. And when they take your call as well, when you do a follow up, it's also another yes. So they've already said yes a couple of times. So you honestly, as long as the channel of communication is open, you also need to make sure that you take full advantage of that. Okay, so that is number 1. Number 2, you also want to make sure that you schedule that follow up even before the presentation. So let them know that it's part of the process, that after the presentation there's going to be a follow up. So if you're having a presentation on a Tuesday, you want to already schedule to say, okay, after the presentation, it's going to be a follow up. Okay, so it's part of the process. Already schedule it. If you use a calendar system, put it in the calendars and make sure that there is a commitment for that particular meeting. Okay, and then the number 3 is the question of how soon should you follow up. Now, you want to hit it while it's still hot. You want to follow up as soon as possible, 24 to 48 hours after they've seen the presentation. So you want to follow up as soon as possible. If you can follow up even immediately after, definitely do that, but don't leave it for too long. That is the third reason. By the time you leave it, if you leave it for too long, they are busy having a conversation by themselves, and maybe they're even asking other people. By the time you get to them, you find that now they've already had other conversations. You want to be able to influence that conversation after the presentation as soon as possible. Okay. And then number 4, you must also be very you must have a purpose for that follow-up. What are you wanting to achieve to that follow-up? Ideally, you want to help them to move to the next step, and the next step is them becoming a customer or them becoming a team member, right? So basically, when you're speaking to them, it will include clarifying any questions, and also just to get to know them a bit more, and them getting to know you a bit more. Excuse me, but mainly it's to clarify any questions and help them to move to the next step. There is definitely specific questions that you should ask when you make that follow-up call. I will not go into that today because that is also the whole lesson that it involves closing that deal. But you want to, whatever you're doing, you want to make sure that you are clarifying anything. You remove the fog in the eye. You tell them what the next steps are. You answer any questions and stuff like that. So be clear in terms of the purpose of the conversation. Okay, and then number 5. This is very, 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 very important. You want to focus on your role in this whole process. How you're going to help them to achieve whatever goals they've got. It's called the unique selling proposition. The unique value proposition. Why should they buy from you specifically? Why should they join your team specifically? If maybe you're still new and you don't have, you feel that you don't have that muscle to pull, you can leverage the muscle of your team and your uplines and your leaders in your team, whatever structures that you've got. So you want to be able to make it clear why it's beneficial for them to join your team. To buy from you, not another to buy from another one. Because if you think about it, there's other people who are offering the same service as you, and there's other people who are selling the same product, and there's other teams that are in the same business as your business. So make it clear in terms of what is the benefit for them to join your business or to buy the product from you. So I hope that helps you. Let me know if you found value in that, in terms of how you can position yourself when you follow up with posture. Make sure that time is already scheduled 24 to 48 hours after. Have a purpose for that, and definitely make sure that your role is very clear in the process, right? So yeah, let me know if you found value. I hope you found value. If you found value, I want to ask you to like the video, to love the video, or simply comment in the comment section, say #value. And you can also tag someone who can benefit from this video, or share the video with somebody else. So yeah, that is that for today, guys. I will see you in the next video. Lastly, if you would like to learn more about how to build your business using social media, I want to invite you to join my Facebook group. I've got a link inside below this video. You can click on that link to get onto the group. There is training that is available in that group, a lot of training and recorded training about using social media to build your group. You can also, when you get in there, let them know that I invited you so that the gatekeepers can let you in, and I will see you in the inside the video, inside the group actually. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. Much appreciated. My name is Khanyi. I will see you guys. Bye bye.